What is up, everybody? Hunter with a Lost Socket Garage, and today we have a special one for you, because if I was able to only accomplish one thing with this channel, it would be to give back. And this might be my shot. All right, now we've done a lot of conversions here. This is a 67 Mustang. At first appearance, it looks like any other 67 Mustang that we're about to cut in half. This one has a very special story. Something special about the car, something special about the owner and his dad, and we're gonna get into that here in just a little bit. But first off, I wanna show you what's wrong with the car. You probably have some guesses right off the bat, and what we're gonna do with it. So let's take a look. Okay, starting at the back of the car. 67 Mustang, very rusted. Now, the owner has actually had this car for a very long time, 31 years. He's put it through its paces, and now it's time for a transformation. A lot of rust. Tail panel, we're going to be doing a Shelby deck lid, quarter panel extensions, and tail panel. This thing was actually impacted in the rear. You can tell because of this. So we're going to be doing a new drop down on this side, support here. We're going to be doing some drop down patches here. We're going to be doing new wheel wells. We get to the real fun part. Now, this car we have affectionately named the DoubleWide, and the reason for it is this. Now, when I opened the door and first looked at the floor, this corrugated metal reminded me of what was on the outside of my DoubleWide when I grew up. So I called it the DoubleWide. So this has a small hole in the floor, and this was a decision. This was
it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
This is not watertight nor structural, but I guess it keeps you from stopping with your feet on the ground like the Flintstones did. I don't know. So we're doing a full floor in this. Going to be doing a little bit of torque box work here and there. But the full floor pan is going to take up the vast majority of this. We're going to have to take it up into the firewall as well. Got a couple of floor to firewall patches we're going to throw in. There are some frame rail adjustments, not adjustments. There are some frame rail edits that we have to make. A couple of patches. This had traction bars on it at one point, and when they were taken out, it ripped part of the rear frame rail, so we're going to fix all that stuff up.
So much torque. The chassis twisted coming off the line.
So new engine panels, as is tradition. Look at this battery tray. Look, look, look. Hi. Hi, I'm waving through the battery tray. That's not structural. That's not okay. It needs to be fixed. So new radiator support as well, because this is actually not meant to be stage 1 weight reduction. Hello?
That's not funny!
You see the frame rail, front of the frame rail back there. Just got some rust in here. We're going to dig all of this stuff out and turn it into a Fastback. Now, I made a boo-boo. I lost the footage where I told the story behind this car, so you're just going to have to sit back, relax, and listen while I tell you the story of the newly named DoubleWide. And trust me, this one's worth listening to. The owner writes, "Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out and share how excited I am about this build and what it truly means to me. This project has been 31 years in the making. I still remember being 15, getting a job at a gas station so I could save up for a car. Not just any car. I wanted a classic Mustang so I could be as cool as the guy on 90210. Later, I realized I wanted to be as cool as Carroll Shelby. I rode my bike to work for months, saving every dollar, while my dad and I combed through Auto Trader and the classifieds looking for my car. We finally found one, and Dad struck a deal for $500 and even covered what I hadn't earned yet. Like most car guys know, that's when the real adventure began. My dad and I spent months getting her roadworthy. He spent hours, most of them patiently, teaching me how to work on the car and handle basic maintenance. At the time, I didn't realize how much I was learning or how much those moments would mean. Over the years, the car has gone through many different stages, but the skills he taught me kept her alive. She's been down for a few years now because the body finally started giving out, something I couldn't take on myself or afford to fix till recently. Over the last year and a half, I reached out to several shops but never found the right fit. I even started thinking about giving up and buying something new. Then I stumbled across a Facebook group, got into a conversation with Hunter, and suddenly the dream of fixing my car, even getting a Fastback, felt real again. About a month after I set everything up with lost socket, my dad was diagnosed with liver cancer. The timing felt surreal. Just as my car was finally getting the restoration it needed, my dad's health started failing. But once again, this car has brought us together. He's been coming over to help me get it ready to ship. It feels like I'm 15 again, busting knuckles and holding flashlights. I think it's helped take his mind off of things, and I know that he's just as excited as I am to see what you guys can do. I told him about the YouTube channel and encouraged him to check it out. I'll definitely be tuning in to follow the build. This isn't just another build for me. It's the build. Thank you, Theron. Now that right there is why we do this, because at the end of the day, yeah, these are cars, but they're also time machines. They're memories, they're people, they're moments you don't get back. And it got me thinking. In the car world, we call rust cancer. We cut it out, we replace it, we fix what's broken, and we keep the car alive. It's simple. I wish fighting real cancer was that simple. Because the truth is, every single one of us has been touched by it in some way. For me, I lost my mom last year to cancer, and one of the guys here at the shop, Drifty Bits, he's a survivor, and he's fighting every day. So this one hits a little differently for all of us. So we decided this build can't just be about fixing a car, it's got to be about something bigger. Rust is never the end. Neither is the fight against cancer. And that's why we're going to be raising money to donate to CancerCare. We're going to build this car, we're going to tell this story, and we're going to try to do some good along the way. And most importantly, we're not going to stop fighting. Because this isn't just another Mustang build. It's the build. And Theron, thanks for letting us be a part of it. All right, let's take a break from the time lapse, lapse high, and see where we're at so far. This thing is completely cut down. A lot of rust, a lot of problem issues. And we wouldn't have known about this rust unless we inspected it very, very closely. The important thing about rust is that you find it early and you cut all of it out before it spreads. You get it? It's very important to continually inspect your vehicle, the thing that carries you around day to day. Check it often for rust, because rust, if it spreads, can get out of control. So take the time to scan or to look for or inspect for rust. Now, this thing was rusted in a bunch of spots. I'm going to show you a patch Jesse did. He's been killing it on this damn thing. We had to do a little bit of a firewall patch right there. We don't have the floor in it yet. There's a little bit of a patch on top that we had to do because the water had gotten in here and rusted down into the support, so we did a little bit of repair there. All of this surface rust is going to go. We're going to get all of it out, so none of it will ever spread again. It's getting a full floor. Jesse right now is actually working on floor to firewall patches. That one's done. This one still needs some work, and then we're going to put an actual full floor in it. This had been rear impacted on the right side, so it's getting a full drop down. This is getting stock tubs. We're not going wider with it, but because it was rear impacted, we had to do a little knocking on the rear frame rail, and then we had to put in a new brace. It's going to get a new tail panel. Man, this thing is getting a lot of new stuff, and we're happy to do it. So what's next for this thing? We are finishing up the floor to firewall patches, then we're going to drop in the full floor for it, and then we can actually start building it up as a fastback. Now remember guys, with this car, we're trying to give back a little bit, so if you want to donate to CancerCare, the link is down below. It's on our merch site. You don't have to buy merch. You just scroll past the t-shirts and you can donate whatever you can. Every little bit helps right there. Everything is going to go straight to CancerCare. If you do want to get some merch, we are going to be donating 50% of our profits on all merch sales until this car is out of the shop. So it's going to be a little while. All right, these kids have made a lot of progress getting the double wide squared. This is the final mock-up. Let's take a look at what's been done so far. All right, so you guys saw that the floor was all done. Looking good. No more Flintstone. Everything is mocked up as a fastback. We got all the measurements done. This wheel well was actually causing us a little bit of problem.
You gonna learn today.
So it was kind of throwing everything off. But we fixed the wheel well. This has a new drop down, a new cross support as well. So all of that has kind of been floating, but it looks like we got the back window squared. We got all of our measurements exactly where they need to be.
It's been 84 years.
53-inch opening. We're going to finish doing that with the spreader here in just a few minutes. A lot of this has already been prepped. But at this point, now that we know everything fits, wheel wells are nice, gaps, everything is all set, everything gets screwed in, and then we're going to start taking it apart again so that these guys can start welding in the inner structure. So a lot of work been done here. Next step, take it all apart again and then start welding. And pull away shot. There she is.
Damn!
Double wide is almost done as a fastback. Everything's welded in. Got to clean up a little bit here and there. New floor, drop downs, wheel wells, inners and outers. We still got to weld in some of the wheel wells. We've got to weld in a bit of the tail panel, and then obviously clean off welds, and then cover with some paint so it doesn't rust. This thing has come a long way. We've cut out the vast majority of the rust, but we're not quite done yet. So in the next episode with the double wide, we're going to be doing some engine panels, giving you guys some tips and tricks, finishing up the radiator support and doing some other stuff. So definitely stay tuned for that. All right, that's it for part one of the double wide. She's a fastback now, new floor, all new stuff. Again, we're excited to build this, but we also want to give back a little bit. So keep in mind, we are doing a fundraiser for as long as this car is in the shop for CancerCare. Now, the link is going to be in the description. You can donate directly on our website. You just scroll past the merch, donate whatever you can, if you can. If you do purchase merch off of our website, for as long as this car is in the shop, we're going to donate 50% of our profits to CancerCare. It's an awesome organization. They help pay for the medical bills and living expenses for donors and people going through cancer, etc. Everyone here has been affected by cancer, so let's give back a little bit. So until next time, like, subscribe, do all the algorithm stuff, do what you love, don't be a dick, and as always, never be tamed. Peace!